Hey guys, how you going? And welcome back to a Cricket 26 video. Well, sort of. What we're going to be doing is taking a look at 3 Big 8 games that were released this year. Rugby 25, AFL 26 and Rugby League 26. We're going to be taking a look at the career modes of each one, and we're going to see if there's anything that we could sort of see potentially being used in Cricket 26 career modes. Either the player career or the management career. I have had a look previously at some of these games and the career modes, and there are some things that could potentially work in Cricket 26. So we're going to see if we've sort of got, not hints, but if there's anything that could be used from these career modes in Cricket 26. First up, career mode in Rugby 25, let's have a look. So we're just going to go through and have a look at the setup and see if we can use any, well, see if there's anything that we could see in Cricket 26. So match difficulty, coach recruiting difficulty. I guess you could recruit different players in Cricket 26. Management mode, I'm assuming. Injuries, realistic. Are we going to see injuries? Surely. Domestic league. So here they've got all the different leagues that you can choose to be a coach of. I'm just going to go Crusaders. Now here's the first thing that we might see. I'll be surprised if we don't see any sort of sponsor type stuff in Cricket 26. So here in Rugby 25, they have it. So win 5 matches in a row, win the league, and make the finals. It's 20,000. I'm assuming, I've got the currency as Australian dollars, so I'm assuming that's 12,000 Australian dollars from Diazzo Bank if you win 5 matches in a row, win the league, or make the finals. Support staff, once again, something that we could see in Cricket 26. Coaches, fitness trainers, doctors, and physiotherapists, and scouts and recruiters. So we've got 10 points remaining. We can put stars up on these ones. And here we go. This is the career mode sort of screen. Looks pretty compact. We've got next match, the table, inbox, the calendar, and objectives, weekly objectives. So ongoing objective, achieve 200 passes throughout career, bonus 1,000, score 3 tries in a single match. And so there's some bonus objectives there. Squad management, you can manage your lineup. This is just standard stuff. Training, select a training drill. So we've got all these different types of training: strength training, speed training, mentality, kicking, hands in general. So I could see something like that being in Cricket 26 for sure. Okay, yeah, so you got sort of three drills or 3 players you can select to do a training. So in club management, we've got recruitment. Interesting. We do know that in a management career, you will be recruiting to try and make the best team possible. Transfer hub. Contract offers, watch list, transfer tracker. So you can see who moves from team to team. Next up, support staff. So this is something that I would love to see in management career in Cricket 26. So I'm assuming if you play games or if you win trophies or something, this could potentially go up. So you could always improve on your support staff. So that's good. You are currently not managing a national team. So the idea here is that you can coach a club side or a professional side. And much like in real life, you can actually get, well, you can put your name forward to coach the national team. So maybe if we're able to select multiple teams in management career, we could be able to select like a franchise team and a national team maybe, or perform well enough, or your team performs well enough that you catch the eye of a national team and get selected there. That would be nice. You can do that in international cricket captain. So if something like that could be in Cricket 26, that would be sick. So now we're just sort of going to sim through. I actually might sim through a season of each of the career modes just to see what else pops up, like end of season stuff. So we've got like a weekly training day. So those weekly trainings that we saw, you can now select them each week. You can choose to keep it ongoing, or you can select some new ones. So that's good if you're wanting to develop a younger player by focusing them on doing some training drills. So I've just simmed a game. We ended up winning. So, okay, this is for 200 passes. It's going to be an easy one to do for rugby related, not that it matters. So we got some bonus there. Where's the bonus? Is that under our John Smith 500? Is that what it is? So in the inbox, I haven't gone over this. It's pretty basic stuff. Just says player injured, be unavailable for X amount of days. Welcome to the new year. Like, yeah, that's not needed at all. News, fixture report. This is just other competitions throughout the world and your own performance. Like, I like the idea of it, but like, make it a bit better. It's real basic, bare bones sort of stuff. Yeah, so the objectives that we do, the bonus that we get, that is score underneath our name. So John Smith has 1,500 something points of some description. I'm not sure what it means. Maybe it's almost to do with like your rep. So the higher it is, the more likely you are to get picked up by an international side, maybe, or a different team might come a knocking, trying to sign you. And here we go, straight away, we're now up to 2,500. So the objectives have been going well. We have an international manager offer. That's pretty early on, actually. I mean, it is on easy, so I guess, sure. Macau. What? I didn't know they played rugby. International offer from Macau men's team. This offer will expire in 8 days. Well, I'm going to accept. We are now the coach of Macau international rugby team. Huge. Right, we can select our squad for the Asia Premier Division 2. Oh, right. So you can go through all the potential options. That's good. Hoping we see a lot of players. Like, hopefully, like, say if you get the chance to pick to be the coach of the England side, you have like the opportunity to select anyone out of like county cricket or anyone who's English who's in the game, instead of like because at the moment when you're the captain you have quite a small squad size to pick from, because I guess you're not the coach, so you don't actually select the squad, you select the team. But hopefully this means that we can select a larger sort of squad, or a squad from a larger pool of players. That would be nice. Okay, so now we're looking at, just looking at the nation one, so we can manage to line up the world rankings. Now this is something that, I mean, we've got rankings in Cricket 24, but this is going to be good if we can get these rankings, and we can also get player rankings. I don't see anything about player rankings here, which, I mean, I don't know how you would do player rankings in a rugby game, but you can leave the national team as well straight away. Sure, cop that. The awards have been decided. Nice. This is definitely what I've wanted. I wanted end of season awards. I'd love that in Cricket 24 for your own player career, but I expect it in management career for Cricket 26. I'm expecting at the end of the season, what is it for? This is the international one. Okay, so the tournament that we just played as the coach of Macau, we've got player of the year, fan favorite, that's cool, captain of the year, top try scorer, and top point scorer. And then we've got the team of the year. Anyone from Macau make it? Nope. We must suck. Okay, we're coming up to another end of the season. Qualified for finals. Okay, we're not going to see the player awards here. No, we have. Okay. Anyone from the Crusaders? No. All the Chiefs. Team of the year once again. Another international manager offer. Have we already? So we're still the manager of Macau. Who are we getting an offer from? New Way. Sure. Can we? Oh, okay. So in the inbox we've got. We've accepted, congratulations, and the resignation has been accepted from Macau. Just moving up in the world, so it looks like it's tied to the right hand side points. So John Smith 5,000, must be a rep or something. Okay, so now we've finished the season. We didn't win, but it's got a season review. Team record 8 wins 6 losses, final ladder position 5. Yep, that's about it there. Do we get to see any like end of season stats, end of season team awards? Okay, so now it is the end of the season, pretty much back to the new year. So I'm just looking at club management. We've got vacant positions. Oh, so these are sites we can sign for, we can accept, who have offered us. Top 14 and the Bangladesh. Sure, okay, we're not going to accept any of those. Okay, so we've just started the new season, so I think we are done having a look at Rugby 25. So initial thoughts, I like the idea of the end of league awards. I mean, we should have that anyway. I'll be shocked if we don't have that in Cricket 26. I like the idea that you do your objectives and you get enough rep, and then you get sort of headhunted for an international coaching role. I'd like to see that in Cricket 26, surely. Club management, support staff's good. Don't know how you do your staff up, but I like that you can do your stuff up there. Recruitment, you can also renegotiate contracts for people for players who are trying to get lured elsewhere. I do wish we had more end of season stats instead of just like the awards, the team. That's pretty much it. We didn't really see in terms of more stats, which I would have liked. The inbox and stuff, the news, that's very basic stuff. But apart from that, if any of that sort of makes its way to Cricket 26, that would be a good start. Anyway, moving on to the next one, AFL 26. Next up, AFL 26. First of all, let's look at the player career, then we'll dive into a management career. Now, it's been a while since I've last played this, so it's probably changed a bit. We've got match difficulty, injuries, selection difficulty, that's about it. Show votes, yes, we want that. So in AFL 26, you can either choose to be a draftee, or a star player, existing player, a custom player, or a draftee. You go draftee, that's like starting from scratch, playing at the club level. You got the identity, appearance, skills and proficiencies, confirm and progress. Yep, it'll be a quick run through the player stuff. It's more of the management one where I'm keen to have a look at. We've got objectives, lay 4 tackles, 10 contested, 3 score, 3 goals and 2 in a match 2 times. Get experience points for that. My player overview. So this is just stuff we normally see in Cricket 24 anyway for player career. We've got all the stats, which we already have. Selection status, yep, have that. Appearance, yep, done. And my club, yes. Okay, so not much, pretty much the same sort of stuff. We'll just simulate the match there. So yeah, nice, good stuff. The objectives level, it's very similar to Cricket 24 in terms of what you need to do. You get extra points, so you can put that. That's one thing in Cricket 24. You actually don't get the chance to put any points or anything on your player. It's pretty much just done for you depending on how you play. So this is what I was getting at in my sort of wish list for Cricket 26. So we've gone through like the under 18 tournament, I think it is. So it was the under 18 championship. So now we've completed that, and they've got the awards there: best and fairest, so the best player on the comp, and then the leading goal kicker. So some stats there, sick. Well, I guess that's just basic stuff. The All Australian team, so sort of team of this season, if we're talking like in a cricketing sense, like your ICC team of the year sort of thing, or if there was under 19 sort of tournament team, or yeah, maybe national draft entry. So now you get the chance to be selected into a professional team. This is what I'm after in Cricket 26. Apply your trade in the under 18s, under 19s, and then get picked up by your first class side or the second 11, and then go from there. But anything in inbox to look at, it's just injuries and stuff. Yeah, finalized lineups. It's not a whole lot of stuff. There's some trades going through for like picks and stuff. So the draft is approaching. Would you like to enter? Yes. I'm going to get selected. Let's start the draft. Where we're going to get selected, I've got no idea how good our player is. Third pick in the first round, going to St Kilda, sure. So now it's the end of the year. Now we get to edit our player. Well, choose our number for our new side, for our professional side. We can change the role. I don't know if we should be able to do that. Archetype, sure, and advance. So you begin the new year. I don't know if you should be able to change position. Interesting. And then I guess we go straight through to the professional side of things. Pretty much it for the player career in AFL 26. Not a whole lot has changed. Well, there's not a massive difference between like Cricket 24 and this, except for the points, the team of the year sort of stuff. That's nice. That'd be good to have in player career as well. But enough of this one. Let's head into management career. So in management career, we've got the match difficulty, contract negotiation difficulty, trade negotiation, salary cap, injuries. Votes, yes. Okay, sweet. Get to select a team, so it doesn't really matter. We'll go north because I support them. You can choose to select the AFL team, the women's AFLW team, the VFL team, which is like feeder sort of team into the AFL, and then I guess you could call, if it was in a cricketing sense, maybe the second team, and then the women's second team as well, the VFLW team. So you can choose to select them all. Here we go. This already looks a bit more in depth than Rugby 25. Okay, head coach. We can take them off, but we can't add them. So at the moment, the soft cap spent. So our budget is $7.675 million. We've already spent all of it. We can choose to put our head coach down to 2 stars. Forward line coach, we can put him up. Midfield coach. So there's 5 different levels. All the large price. Of course, the head coach costs the most. So this is also part of our team, the list management team. So deciding who signs on for the team or if any trades. Opposition analysts, that'd be nice. State league talent scouts, so some scouting, and under 18 talent scouts. Ooh, if they have this in Cricket 26, because they have, it seems like they are definitely, they're talking about like signing players from like young players and trying to turn them into jets, like into absolute stars. So if we can see something like this where we can put our scouts like right up, so we can say you're like a minor associate or a franchise team that's not great. You want to, for a couple seasons, you want to try and scout the best talent possible to sign them, and then in a couple years time they become really good. You can either sign them for, you can either trade them for better players, sell them for more, for a bit of money, or just have absolute jets in the side. So If they have something like this in management mode, I'm all about it. Fitness and medical. Yeah, so this, like in Rugby 25, they had like only a few things. This is a lot more detailed. Director of high performance, trainers, medical staff, massage therapists, psychologists. It's a lot of money to spend, man. And marketing and promotion, corporate sponsorship team, social media team, and membership team. Jeez, if they have this stuff, I mean, for international stuff in cricket, you won't really have, I guess you have social media, corporate sponsorship, but not really membership. But this is already more in depth. And here we go. We can choose pricing for memberships. So a 3-game membership for this side, they're currently $100. So if we put it up, we'll try and get more money for the club, or it could have a negative effect and people won't want to buy a more expensive membership, especially if your team's not good. They won't want to buy a membership if you're not performing well. So in order to get some money, this is what you could do. You can put them, if you want bums on seats, you want everyone at the game, then put all the memberships down, pull all the tickets down, memorabilia for merchandise, you can put that up or down, apparel, trinkets and accessories, match day activations, family days, that costs money, open training session, that costs money, community outreach programs. This is in depth. And now we can choose a sponsorship objective for one of the national level teams that you are managing. Okay, we've got 5 different ones. It's major, platinum, gold, silver, and bronze objectives. So the first one, of course, is win the premiership, get a high signing on bonus, and a completion bonus is huge. Platinum, gain more members. The gold one, be placed on a certain spot on the ladder. Silver, similar, just a bit, be placed within the top 8 across 8 different rounds, sure. And then bronze, end the season with a fan satisfaction rate of 75% or higher. And then you can do the same for the women's team as well. Far out. I haven't played it since I've added this. This is actually quite good. So at the top there, you've got the club, and then AFL, how many AFL members you have, AFLW members you have, fan satisfaction, and available funds. So I wonder if you could probably use those funds to buy extra players as well. Coaching and player development, something that hopefully we could see in Cricket 26. So you got the whole week planned out. You got the Monday morning, Monday afternoon for 7 days, based on position as well. So you could do like batters, bowlers, wicket keepers. You're going to do this on Monday morning, something else on Monday afternoon. You could give them a rest. That will affect their stamina. This is very in depth. If they could do something like this in Cricket 26, that is going to be huge. And then player coaching. So you can choose players to have specified coaching in the mornings as well, or in the morning or afternoon, on any day really. That is full on. And then so that's training, then development. Oh, you can adjust the coaching influence on the player. Geez, this is full on. This is way above me. Fatigue management. So you can do a reduced recovery period, standard recovery period, or extended if you play games close to one another. List management, AFL player contracts, and it's got all the overview there of how many players you've got, when the free agency happens, your salary cap, the trade period. So look at all this. There's so much going on. It'll take ages to get through all this. I mean, if you loved AFL, you'd absolutely love this, I reckon. And team management settings. Oh yeah, so you can, if you don't want to do all of them, you can get someone else who just auto does it for you, which is nice. Next one, club management facilities. So it's got the condition. So condition will go down over time, you'd think. Then you have to sink more money into it. That's what the funds are available for as well. Gym equipment, it's only 1 star, but it's free at level 1, then it goes up each month, or each level. And then the maintenance fees are higher as well. Yeah, this is, man, if we saw this in cricket, watch out. Coaching, this is the stuff we saw at the start of the season, and membership and merchandising, we can change that as well. If we're not getting a lot of memberships, we can lower the price. Stats, the ladder for all competitions, fixtures, calendar, and the settings, which we've already seen. So in the inbox, like player career, you've got just a lot of injuries and stuff, so good to know. From the medical team, we'll just allow support staff to select it. We'll just sim through some games. So this shows up the funds if you've got any. Oh, so that wasn't, I think that was an away game, so you're not going to get any monetary like ticketing sales in there. There's another, I think it's another away game. Scheduled training for the week, so head to training scheduler. I'll just do that. I can't be bothered changing it now. More training, repeat last week's session. That's nice. Okay, adjust lineup selection. Let's just go auto. So I think our first game is an away game. Yep, we lost. Lovely. Oh, we got money for that. Nice. We must get like away ticket sales, I guess. Fan satisfaction is down because we're losing. That makes sense. Scheduled travel for upcoming interstate game. Right, scheduled travel. We can, oh wow, this is so in depth. 1 day early, outgoing flights 1 star. Yeah, you're in Jetstar economy, mate. Accommodation, you're in a motel, 1 star motel. Return 1 day after, return flights 1 star. This is full on. I don't know if we'd get this amount of detail in Cricket 26, but if they can do it in AFL 26, can they do it in Cricket 26? That will be intense, and that will be a lot to go through. So now the season is complete. Be interesting to see what happens. The members actually went up quite a lot. Fan satisfaction went down, and we've got more fun. So okay, now we've got end of season awards. So we've got Player of the Year here, Coleman, which is most goals scored, and Rising Star, and that is it for the awards. The All Australian team, so Team of the Year, pretty much. So I'd love to see this in Cricket 26. Team of the Year, or give me all the stats for the end of the year, hopefully, please. And then free agency period. So now we can start scouting players and stuff, I think. So now we can manage the contracts, go to free agency, pick up players, or leave to list management. So that is dependent on how good your list management is. I think we gave it like 2 or 3 stars, so it's not great. But if it was better, like if we gave it like 5 stars, then it'll do a great job for us. I'm not going to get into it too much because I don't care too much, because we're just having a quick look at it. But yeah, I think this is pretty much it for what we want to look at. So now we're into a draft here, so it'd be cool if we could do this for maybe like the IPL or something. A draft or an auction type thing. We can enter our pick, so we can choose from all these players. Like, they've got potential overall. It's got a suggestion for which player we should pick up, depending on who we need the most. So it depends, like, do you want to go high overall now or high potential down the track? So this guy here is like 87 to 90 potential overall, so he's going to be our jet, but he's only 71 right now. So I mean, it doesn't matter, I'm going to go him. Select the player, he's got the highest chance. Right, so that is pretty much it for management career in AFL. Very in-depth, a lot more in-depth than I thought it would be. I've got to say, I am pretty impressed with that, and if we can get even a little bit of that from Cricket 26, then this will be pretty fun. Last but not least, let's take a look at a Rugby League 26. We'll go career, let's go new career. Settings, I think it might be a bit similar to AFL. Injuries, rookie, star player lineup editable, sure. Commentary, auto, become rep manager. So 3 options: star player, choose a player that's already in a team, rookie player, start from your way up, and coach. So let's first of all take a look at the rookie player one. We can select between doing the English stuff or men's or women's. Okay, so we can either do men's and women's, English or Australian leagues. Just gonna create my player there. You can choose your position, your perks, if you've got any, if you want any. You've got a balance of 3 million to assign to your player, and then choose your league. I'll start at the Queensland Cup. That seems like you're gonna start your way in the lower leagues and work your way up. So you've got 3 mil to put your player up. We've got an inbox, we've got the standings, we've got some news. I feel like news is going to be... John Smith is excited about Burleigh Bears prospects. Yeah, so the inbox and the news are just bare bones. Calendar, objectives, and the player match. Player, we can view or edit skills. Monetary. I wonder what it's going to be like for player career in Cricket 26. Like, Cricket 24, you couldn't do anything. Like, you couldn't put any stats up during your career. It just did it automatically. I think that might change, actually. Looking at AFL and Rugby League, it could change. Player stats. You can edit their appearance. You can see where you are on the team roster. Transfer tracker, see which players are going where, and you can request a transfer. Can't really do that in cricket, but sure, I'm here for it. So looking after the match, you get a match result, performance bonus, and total objective bonus if you pass any of your objectives, which we did not. Oh, they had player of the match there, and they actually had... Oh, let's do this again, simulate. And down the bottom, play the match, and it tells you why he's played the match. 2 tries, or his stats. Meters gained, 1-on-1 tackles, tries. I wonder if that changes, actually. Let's take a look. If that changes, depending on what stats were good. Yep, 1 try, line breaks, offloads. I like that, that's good. It's not always the same stat that's been shown. Right, so now season's complete. Let's see. We didn't do any objectives, do we? So ongoing objectives, a match objective, 2 match objectives, and an ongoing one, sure. And the bonuses. Are we going to see? Oh, here we go. We've got awards. Give me some awards. Player awards, player of the year, people's choice, captain of the year, top try scorer, top point scorer, and under 23 player of the year. And then you've got the team of the year with the overalls. That'd be good to know as well if you're doing like a franchise or something, and you see like the team of the year and be like, oh, I can target these players going forward. Okay, now it's end of the year. Let's see what happens. It's got our player season review. Okay, I like this. If we can have a season review for our player in Cricket 26, that'd be good. Team record, final ladder position, league status, made finals. Now I would like to see in cricket if they did this, but they also had all our stats for the year, like based on format, etc. Maybe like how many player matches we've had, stuff like best bowling, best partnerships that we've had, any sort of like milestone achievement type things in the season review, that would be very cool. So now we can either choose to continue our career, we can choose to change to a star player or to become coach, or we can retire and prodigy. I'm going to do retire and prodigy. Does that mean we retire and we just get, oh, okay, so I think this means we retire and we just start a new player. So like it's still the same career mode, but we've just got a different player, is what I'm gathering from this. And we can choose a different team. I also forgot to mention, when you actually play the game, you've got match boosts, which you can use your balance on. So hooker boost, fullback boost, wing boost, or a speed boost. And on the right is what your stats will go up. Wonder if we'll see that in Cricket 26. Interesting. Time to do a new career, but this time let's do a coach career, which is going to be essentially a manager career mode. Same stuff there. John Smith on your mate. We'll just go NRL. Let's go the WAS. Select sponsor. We saw this in what one did we see it in? Rugby 25, I think it was. Sponsor objective: win 5 matches in a row, make the finals, or sign a star player rating over 85 during the year. So similar to AFL, we have coaching, recruitment, fitness, medical, and marketing promotion. We have $7.7 million, and we can do our head coach up to all the levels, up to level 5, assistant coach, defenses coaches, attacking coaches. Recruitment wise, we've got head of recruitment, domestic scouts, foreign scouts, and rookie scouts. So responsible for recruiting 1 promising talent per season to the club. That'd be sick in cricket. Foreign scouts, looking at domestic leagues in different countries. That is cool. Domestic scouts within the country or the competition you're playing in. Head of recruitment. Has a significant effect on contract demands from both new recruits and existing players. Fitness, medical, director of high performance, strength and conditioning, medical staff, massage therapists, psychologists, very much like AFL, and marketing promotion, corporate sponsorship, social media, and membership team. Once again, like AFL, it's got memberships: 3-game membership, home game, reserved seat, premium, digital membership, and away game membership. So if we put it up, it actually gives us a projection. Members gained, we can either go up or down. So I'm doing this random one up, away game membership, and you could see that members gained is actually going down, or the projection potentially going down. And the projected revenue is not really changing unless we go full change. So that's cool how that affects how many members you get, projected revenue. That's nice. Merchandise, similar things. Make the memorabilia, all like apparel and trinkets and accessories. If we put that down, it's more likely to give us not as much revenue but more members. And then community, once again, match day activations, family days, and open training sessions and community outreach. So these two things are pretty much identical for AFL and Rugby League. Are we going, which I actually believe came out after Rugby 25. So is this the current trend that we're on, where the next, like all the sort of sporting games that Big Ant are doing, this is going to be sort of included in a management type career mode? Good speculation, but if I was to hazard a guess, we've seen this in 2 more recent games by Big Ant this year. Similar stuff. We might be seeing this from management career in Cricket 26, which, I mean, I'm prepared to be let down very easily, but it makes sense that we're going to see something like this. So the inbox, good luck with your career, cheers, straight to the point. Sponsorship bonus, membership sales, so we've earned 3.6 million through merchandising and membership. Central distribution fund, so money from the NRL itself, the governing body, gives us 2.5 million based on our last season's performance. And welcome to 2025. Right, there's a lot to get through. It's actually quite similar. Got objectives, calendar, news, inbox, ladder, and advance. Recruiting's open, but let's go through the other ones. We've got squad, training plan. It's a lot of training plan type stuff. So different players for different training plans. Oh yeah, same thing in AFL. You can choose what to do Monday. You can mornings, afternoons for the whole week. Club management. We've got recruitment. Same thing as AFL. Oh no. Rugby 25. Facilities, we can do the facilities up. Support staff, once again, we get that at the start of the career. Membership and stuff. And statistics dashboard. Oh, hang about, this is sick. Oh, this is good. Depending on the competition as well. Oh, yes, this is exactly what we're after, especially if you want to start recruiting or scouting potential players overseas. If you want to look at their stats. Oh, that's huge. Right, I'm just going to put a couple of these in. It doesn't really matter. Competitions, all competitions, sure. And then we might do one for like the Ashes. Oh, no. Let's do one for Super League, so the English competition. So if we want to sign someone from the English competition, we have a look and see who scored the most tries. Maybe we'll be able to pick them up. Representative, so much like Rugby 25, you can get selected or asked to coach a representative side, whether it's state of origin, internationals, pretty much. It says incomplete. Before we do that, I just want to look at the stats dashboard, because this is exciting for me. Absolute enough behaviour. So, oh look, I've put multiples in here. I put a couple of extra. Let's have a look. National Rugby League. Yep. Okay, so look, you could, like, if you want to recruit players, you can do it based off some of these statistics. Tries in the NRL, the domestic competition, or we'll go overseas to England. See who's performing well there, who's scoring tries. This Miski bloke who scored 34 tries. It might be someone to look at to recruit. Meters gained, maybe you need some forwards, and you want like meters gained. That seems very low, but anyway, 6 meters gained, sure. But like maybe you want to try and get some players who want to break tackles, meters gained, all that. You can use all these stats, and you can customize them in order, and you could actually view full table. So if I press R3, it shows the full table. So this would be perfect for Cricket 26 if you are wanting to recruit or just keep an eye on the competitions from around the world, or it's cool. Man, this has got to be in Cricket 26, I'm telling you that much. All right, season complete. What else are we going to see here at the end of the season? We've got the awards, so much like the player career. Player of the year, people's choice, captain of the year, top try scorer, top point scorer, under 23 player of the year, and the team of the year. This needs to be in Cricket 26. We need to see this. We need to see like not ICC, but like, I don't know, Big Ant Cricket Council, the BACC awards or some shit. Batter of the year, bowler of the year for 2020s, ODIs, test matches, the lot. What else do we have? Fan satisfaction at an all-time low. Can we get fired? Recruiting alert. Pending offers for your players. Players leaving. There's a lot of players that are leaving. They don't want to bar of it, and I don't blame them. Submit offer. Is he gonna... Yep, nice, signed. End of year. Here we go. Season review. So, yeah, team record, final ladder position, league status. And play transfers. We can be choose to continue with the Warriors and change club. We can be a star player, or we could be a rookie player. So once again, you get the option at the end of the season to change pretty much everything. I don't really like that you could change the club straight away. You should get offers and stuff. That will be it. So we've gone through the 3 games. Now, Rugby 25 was a bit... I mean, it had more stuff than it would for Cricket 24, but that was really bare bones compared to Rugby League 26. But I think the one that blew me away was AFL 26, with the amount of like customization and stuff you could do with your team in team management mode. The main things were like, I'm a sucker for the stats. So the stats in this Rugby League 26 with the customization for the dashboard, that was huge. I love the facilities, the support staff, the actual being able to charge depending on like the ticket prices and merchandise and all that. That was sick. The opportunity to get picked up by an international side or different sides is good. If we even get like half of what AFL 26 had in Cricket 26 management mode, I will be happy. There's a lot to digest, but that has the possibility, that has the potential to be huge. And I can just picture it now, like playing like with a minor associate, like a Netherlands or something, like scouting players at a domestic level and just like trying to rise the ranks, trying to get like to number 1. I'm hoping it's got like player rankings, as I mentioned in the wish list video that we did. But yeah, there's so much potential. But you know, I'm not hopeful because I don't know. There's a lot to get through. There's a lot of things there, but I don't know. There's a lot of buts about it, but. I just want what's best for the game, and I like what I see in the AFL and the Rugby League games in terms of management. That was awesome. If we can get any of that, perfect. Anyway, what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, but thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe. If you're feeling up to it, leave a comment down below. Always appreciating those, but until then, take it easy.